Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're doing very fabulous. So today's video, I have to try out a new trend that is going all around. You guys have seen it. It's bronzer. Bronzer for your concealer. Have you seen this? Bronzer for your concealer? I mean, what will they come up with next? I have no idea. These trends are getting a little ridiculous, but I gotta try it because, there might be a chance that it's a possibility that it's magic or gold or the next best thing since sliced bread. But I have a feeling that this is gonna turn out like keto bread. Not good. Okay, because there is no way that putting bronzer underneath your eyes is gonna work. I don't know. I don't believe it, but I have to try it, you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna try this trend. I don't have anything on my face except for primers. And the eye primer is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the anti-aging. And my face primer is the Smashbox. Do I have it in here? I don't. The Smashbox like blur smoothing primer. That's what I have on my face. So I want to be very, very clear though. Underneath my eyes, I'm not as terrible as some people. Like some people have really bad dark circles under their eyes and they're puffy. Like you can really see the darkness, the deep blues and the purples and sometimes these oranges and reds under their eyes. I don't necessarily have that problem. I have very little discoloration. I do have wrinkles under there. I do have small bags. Today I'm okay, but there is times when I'm not sleeping well where I will have, larger bags or if my allergies are bothering me. Right now I'm pretty good, but I wanted you guys to see my face without anything on it yet, because I'm going to do the bronzing and then I'm going to do one side how I would normally do it. But before I get right into everything, my name is Carrie. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If not, out of sheer pity, I'm just kidding. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And for those of you already subscribed, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you guys. Anyways, all right, so let's go in with, I'm going to go in with foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ultra Matte. I am in natural beige. I usually just kind of put it on. Uh-oh, did I get it in my hair? Usually just put it on with my finger and then I will buff it out with a brush. And I'm going to use my favorite brush, my Anissa. This is an Anissa Pinnacle Foundation brush. And it is awesome. It is a great, great, great brush for blending out. And yes, I did get a little bit in my hair. For blending out your foundation. Just works really, really well for my fine lines, kind of my aging skin. I got a lot of dark spots. It doesn't eat up my product. It evenly distributes. It does not give me streaks. Okay, guys, I have blended in the foundation. I'm a little bit more even toned at the moment. All right, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go right into, let's go into this trend. Let's just see if this works, and then I'll do the rest of the face. All right, so I'm going to use my LYS cream bronzer. I am in Harmony. It's called Harmony. It's pretty dark. So, I don't know. Should I just go straight in with it or should I put it on a brush and then put it under my eye? I don't know. I know a lot of people are just going straight in with it, but I have a feeling I'm going to get too much if I do that. All right, you know what? YOLO. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, okay. Hold on. Not too bad. All right. Not as bad. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So now, do I want to do it with a beauty blender? All right, let's try. I'm going to do it with a damp. This is an e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. I'm going to do it with that. Or should I do it with my Anissa brush? Let's just do it like this since I have it in my hand. All right. I'm going to. There's no way this is going to look nice. There's no way. It's going to look terrible. I don't know how anybody... Oh, come on now. Is this... All right, hold on. Is this just one big joke? This is what I feel like. I feel like whoever made this up is like, Oh, look. We have another one doing it. Let's look. Let's watch this video and laugh. All right, trust the process. Trust the process. All right, I don't think this is working great, so let me switch gears. I'm going to go in with a brush. I'm going to go in with the Refer B01. This is specifically for cream and liquid products. It's very dense, kind of short and fat. You guys can see that. Let's get this blended out. Let's blend this out. What just happened? Oh, the power just went out, you guys. It's raining here in Florida. Okay, well, at least my nose is contoured on this side, at least. Okay, all right. Let's go in with my Essence But Keep Me Covered Concealer. You guys know how much I love this stuff. This is my ride or die. This is what I use all the time. And I am in the shade Shell. So let me do that on this side. Oops, dropping things. You know, one of the things that I think in these people's videos, all right, so I am going to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge, but I'm not going to use this side that I used over here. I'm going to use the clean side. I think one of the things that makes this trend believable is, number one, a couple things. If somebody truly does have a certain type of skin tone and they have extremely dark circles under their eyes, you know, a bronzer might help cancel that out, because the bronzer will look like the color of their skin, like a proper shade of concealer, right? And because bronzer sometimes has like a yellow kind of undertone, a lot of times an orangey kind of undertone. So that in itself can be very color correcting. But sometimes these things don't work well on certain people. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Pat McGrath Labs concealer. This one's in LM9. This one looks like my skin tone almost. So I think this is going to be a better option than this. So you see, you can see, I mean, you can see the difference in shade range. Another thing that I think, another reason why I think that this might not work for everybody, or why it looks so good on camera versus for real, is because, okay, hold on. I want to be smart how I put this on, because I know I don't need very much. I'm going to go back in with that same brush. Is because people are purposely using the wrong shade of concealer on their other side to show the difference. I mean, they're using one that's so stark white and clearly not for their skin tone. And then they're not blending it out nicely. So of course, anything's going to look better than that. So that's why I was kind of like, I don't know, is this really going to work? But I had to see, you guys. I wanted to believe it so bad, because I was like, oh, well, I have got so many bronzers that I could use under my eye, and that would save me some bucks until I have to go out and buy another concealer. That'd be great, right? Okay. Let's do an assessment here. All right. Let me really look at this, because now that I put the Pat McGrath concealer on top of that, it did calm down the bronzer. I personally do not think it looks any better than this side, but let's go in and let's set it. Let's go in and set it. I'm going to use my Pat McGrath Under Eyes Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Blurring Powder. I think I got it right, but I'll link it below. It's a mouthful with these names. It's a setting powder, under eye setting powder. Let's call it what it is, under eye setting powder. Okay, what I do with, okay, here we go. Use that. I'm going to use a Refer 35. It's just kind of like a fat, fluffy kind of brush, but it's really nice for under eye setting powders or in small places. All right, let's see here. I kind of feel like if I'm going to put, ooh, oh yeah, it It doesn't look very even right here. I don't even know. Can you guys even see? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll bring it in closer. Let me set this side. I mean, I feel like, okay, now it doesn't look so bad, but I kind of feel like I'm doing an extra step that's unnecessary. Like, why have all that underneath your eye? That's such a small, kind of delicate, sensitive area. Why put more there? I mean, you're already putting, you know, primer. You've got some foundation. I mean, it doesn't go all the way up to the eye. I mean, that's not how I do my foundation anyways. You're going to have concealer there. You're going to put setting powder. I mean, that's like enough, right? But I don't know, you guys. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. I feel like this side is no different than if I were to, sorry about that. If I were to just use this, maybe a concealer that was, you know, a little bit like my skin tone, you know, or the same color as my skin tone. I don't see why you need to go with something so heavy. A cream bronzer or a cream blush or a cream eyeshadow, they're a bit heavier texture than, let's say, concealer. That's a little bit more of a thinner consistency, at least the ones I use anyways. But let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I'm going to do the rest of the face. I'm going to do the rest of the face, and then, because maybe at the end of the day, maybe I will eat my words, and maybe it won't be really bad keto bread. Maybe it'll be like fresh baked bread from a French bakery. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Face Palette in light. I'm going to use this shade right here to bronze. I'm really going to get in there because there is absolutely no kick up. So I'm like, I never know if I'm getting anything until it actually goes on my face. And then when I actually do put it on my face, I'm like, oh yeah, I was getting stuff. I was getting pigment. All right, let's just kind of put this around. I might need a more of a dense brush. I mean, I'm getting there, but it's taking too long. All right, I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna get something a little bit bigger and a little bit denser to cover more surface area. Let's do these cheeks. All right. All right, I think the bronzing is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go into, yeah, I'm gonna use the blush. I'm gonna use the blush that's in here. It's a very pink, very extremely luminous blush. You really could use this for a highlight. It's a little too, I think, dark for me to use it as a highlight. Oh boy. Am I only getting the light? I'm like, where's the rest of it? Where's the pink at? What's going on here? I'm only getting luminosity. I'm not getting, yeah, it's a pop of blush, but I don't feel like I'm getting any blush. I feel like I'm getting the pop, but I ain't getting no blush. All right, so do I have, yes I do, hold on. Let me get a different blush. I do have a blush in arm's reach. I'm gonna use the Tarte Amazonian Clay in Party, but to keep both sides even, I gotta go in with the blush on this side really quick, and then I'll top it with that matte. I'm gonna get a different brush. Let's put some blush. Let's get some life into this face. Okay, the blush is on. I mean, I don't hate this side, but I'm preferring this side for now, only for now. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna forge ahead. All right, what's next? Oh, should I do these brows? Oh, you guys, my brows. The bane of my existence. I don't want to do these brows. I don't feel like doing these brows, but I'm gonna do these brows. All right, I'm gonna use my favorite, my $1 billion. I'm gonna use my favorite $1 billion Beauty Universal. Y'all hear that thunder? It's raining here in Florida. Thank God, because it is so hot here today. It's almost 100 degrees outside. Plus you got all the humidity. So whenever it rains, it like kind of cools things off at least like 10 degrees, which doesn't seem like a lot, but oh my gosh, it is. It makes a huge difference in everything. Okay, you guys, I'm going super fast with these brows because the focus of this video is not a full face. It's really just the, you know, yeah. Let's do a one and done. Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use the the Eyes to Memorize in Pillow Talk. This is a great one and done. I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics Pro number 6. I don't think they sell this brush anymore, you guys. But this is a cream, and then it'll dry down. But it's really beautiful, very pretty, and it does blend out really nicely. So I'm just going to do that really quick. Okay, guys, those eyes are done. Very pretty. This is a really great product. If you just want like a one and done, it works really, really nicely. All right, so now let's go in with the e.l.f. Lash Extender, and then I can finish up the face here. Okay, guys, the mascara is dried. I'm going to go in with some lips. I'm going to go real simple. I'm just going to do a NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. These are phenomenal. Really, really good glosses. So beautiful. So, so beautiful. All right, let's spray this face really quick. I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte. It's just a travel size. Okay, guys, the setting spray is dry. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so that you can kind of see and really look and take a good like assessment of which side you think is best. So remember, this side had the bronzer on it. This side just had my normal concealer that I would normally wear every day. So, oh, here's my remote. Trying so hard not to make any facial expressions, but it's hard sometimes. You know, when I look at it in my viewfinder and I look at it, oops, sorry, things are falling, in my mirror, I don't mind this side. I think it looks equally as beautiful as this side. I don't think that either side is showing less fine lines or more fine lines or less cakiness or anything like that. My only thing with it is I feel like with this side, with the bronzer, I feel like it's just an extra step. And who wants to do an extra step in their makeup? Like, I certainly don't. I mean, why not just use a color correcting concealer? You know, if that's something that you've already done and you have a darker skin tone and you have severe dark circles under your eyes, those deep purples and those blues, like I was mentioning before, then this might be a great option for you to cancel out any kind of those types of shades, you know, to color correct if you don't have access to a color correcting concealer, if that makes sense. And then perhaps go in with very little concealer. Maybe just use a little bit of this, of the bronzer, and then use a little bit of concealer on top of it. But for somebody like me, I feel like it's just an extra step that does not need to be done. It's really kind of unnecessary. That's just my opinion. There are times when you guys have known that, oh, here we go. There are a lot of times where I have used this, just this under my eyes, and you can see a lot more brightness. Sometimes that's an eye look that I do like to go for. And other times I just use my Pat McGrath. The undertone on this, it's a neutral undertone. It works very well on my skin. So even though it looks like the color of my skin, it still looks really good. It doesn't offer much brightness, but it does conceal. So anyways, comment below, tell me what you think. Have you done this before? Have you tried this before? Is this something that you swear by? Is this something that you've done that did not work for you? I mean, comment below, tell me about it. I would love to know about it. I am sure that other people who read the comments would like to know about it as well. I mean, I learn a lot in the comments, believe it or not. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about, you know, because people will always add like their own opinion and like their own little thing that they like to do. And I learn a lot from people's comments. So you guys, so please comment below. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.